so much. I want to thank Nadia and the entire team here in New York. My God, all of my sisters who have spoken before me and our brother councilman, the senator that is here, the senator that is on his way. You know, we need more people in the elected ministry who give a shit. Can I get an amen? That's what I'm talking about. And it takes courage, especially those of us who are or have been in that elected ministry, to stand up and to do what is right, even when it is inconvenient. So Brooklyn, I talked to my sister Linda and I said, how they roll in Brooklyn? She said, Brooklyn goes hard. Now Brooklyn, we need you, because we have to not only deliver the state of New York, but my God, we got to deliver the hometown, the home borough of Senator Bernie Sanders. Now, I know that all of you are here, and it's good for the family to get together and we lift one another up. But what is most important is what the director talked about. What is going to happen after this family get together is you going out, knocking on doors, making those phone calls so that we can deliver the vote on April the 19th to Senator Bernie Sanders. That is the most important thing. So I'm supporting the senator because he has heart-soul agreement. That even as a 20-something at the University of Chicago, his heart and his soul was in the right place as he stood up against segregation and racism at the University of Chicago. And he didn't need anybody to tell him that that was the right thing to do. It was in his heart and it was in his soul. He has been in this fight for a long time. He stood up for our gay, lesbian brothers and sisters when it wasn't popular. Now it's popular now, so you got some elected folks who just got some religion. But he's been doing the right thing all along. And then if I can fast forward to the 80s, when Senator Bernie Sanders, not Senator Sanders, but Mayor Bernie Sanders in Vermont, standing up to support Reverend Jesse Jackson's run for President of the United States of America. And he did it at a time when the status quo of the Democratic Party at that time turned their back on him when he gave the speech and he talked about enough is enough, and he was supporting Reverend Jackson, one of very few white elected officials in the 80s who had the nerve and the courage and the determination to stand up for the right man at that particular time. Senator Bernie Sanders has heart-soul agreement. And as Sister Linda and Carmen both talked about, he has been consistent. My sisters and brothers, you can pull up any speech that he has ever given and you see honesty, integrity, and consistency. And for the folks who doubt our resolve, let us not forget that Senator Sanders started this race at only 3% in the polls, and the last Bloomberg poll has him nationally beating Secretary Clinton. And you know, he's not asking for too much. And so those people who believe that he's dreaming too big and reaching too high, that people who are poor or people who need help need to wait and let's do it incrementally. How many of you know that when folks are poor, they don't want to hear nothing about incremental, they want some help right now? So I'm going to say to you, sisters and brothers, that the cause is right and the time is now. So when Senator Sanders says that in the wealthiest nation on the face of the earth, we can afford to invest in colleges and universities so that our young people don't graduate with debt in one hand and a degree in the other, the cause is right and the time is now. And if we can spend almost $85 billion a year to house folks in prison, my God,